Hi, this is Sydni Craig-Hart of SmartSimpleMarketing.com, and I'd like to welcome you to this video training. If you're new to the Smart Simple Marketing community, let me quickly get you up to speed. Smart Simple Marketing is about three things. One, it's about choosing marketing strategies that make sense for your business, your voice, and your ideal clients. That's the smart part. Two, it's about easy to implement step-by-step instructions that don't leave you to figure out the details. That keeps things simple. And number three, it's about consistently sharing your solutions with the people who are already looking for them. That's where the marketing comes in. I'm well known for helping my clients to achieve their goals and get results without feeling overwhelmed. So I invite you to learn more about my proven strategies and pick up your free marketing tools at www.smartsimplemarketing.com. Today's episode is the truth about multitasking and how it's killing your profits. Listen to this scenario for a moment and see if this sounds at all familiar to you. You've got a Skype window open because you'll be speaking with the client in a few moments. Your assistant keeps pinging you on instant messaging because she needs an answer to a question that she has. Your email count continues to rise every time you look in your inbox because you've got numerous opportunities, inquiries, and client questions coming in. Your internet browser has 8 different tabs open because you were doing some research earlier and you hadn't quite found what you were looking for, but you still want to keep those tabs open. You have 5 different Word documents open on your computer. Your calendar alerts keep popping up because it's reminding you of the appointments you have scheduled for the day. And in all of this, you stop to send a text message to your spouse about tonight's dinner plans. Does this sound at all familiar? If so, you might think that you're being efficient with all of this multitasking, but it's actually a really big mistake. And the truth is that it's hurting your productivity and it's killing your profit potential. Let me share with you some statistics that really highlight the negative effects of multitasking. For example, the Harvard Business Review in 2010 shared these 2 startling statistics. Multitasking leads to as much as a 40% drop in your productivity. In addition to that, it can cause over an extended period of time a 10% drop in your IQ. Now, I don't know about you, but losing points in my productivity and losing points on my IQ is a no-brainer for me that I would want to address. Another statistic shared by a company called Basics, which is a business research firm, shared that the estimated cost of interruptions to the American economy is nearly $650 billion, that's billion with a B, dollars each year. Imagine that. That's a heck of a lot of money that's being wasted each and every year just because of interruptions and multitasking. Here's some other scientific evidence that really highlights that this is a really bad habit that we as Americans have developed and need to eliminate from our daily work habits. For example, a study called The Myth of Multitasking, published by Scientific America, shared that studies show the human brain can't actually handle more than one task at a time. Even when we think we're multitasking, our brains are actually switching rapidly between tasks. So what that means is we're not really focusing the way we need to be on the task. It's taking us longer than it probably should, and we're opening ourselves up to make mistakes that are completely unnecessary. For example, there was a study done on a group of Microsoft employees, and the study showed that on average, each employee took 15 minutes to get back to the intense mental task they were working on, like writing a report or coding a computer program, after they were responding to email and instant messages. So think about that if that was the case in your business every day. If you stopped every time to check a voicemail, check an email, send a text message, respond to something on instant messaging. Every time you do that, it's going to take you 15 minutes to get back to whatever it is you were supposed to be working on that's likely actually for a client or helping you grow your business. So if you do that day in, day out, how much time are you wasting? And how much further behind are you putting yourself from the goals that you're trying to achieve? Really, really powerful statistics here that we can all relate to. As I mentioned, when you are multitasking, it's actually taking you more time to get things done than it would if you just did that one task at a time. Another study showed that people who are interrupted and therefore are switching their attention back and forth take 50% longer to accomplish a task. So if something you are working on really only takes you 30 minutes if you were just to block out all of the distractions and stay focused on it, but you, through multitasking and other disruptions, allow that task to take double the time that it needs to, how much time are you wasting each and every day? How much money are you losing, and what opportunities are you missing out on? So now that I've highlighted this tremendous issue and really blown it up in both of our faces, let me share with you a few tips that you can implement starting today to overcome the urge to do more than one thing at a time. Because our goal, of course, is to become truly efficient and productive so we can maximize the profit potential in our business, so we can be more successful and ultimately have more freedom. Because that's why you and I went into business in the first place, because we wanted freedom with our time and our schedule and in the type of work that we want to do, etc. So this multitasking habit that we have isn't supporting that. And here's simple ways that you can really address that. For one, start batching your tasks. So instead of making phone calls or scheduling conference calls at random times throughout the day and throughout the week, try to batch them all together in one time. Maybe you decide that you're only going to do conference calls on Monday mornings between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Now, you may on occasion have some exception to that, but if you really stick with that, you're going to find that you're so much more productive during the week because you're not being constantly interrupted by having to stop what you're doing and hop on the phone. You can also batch your tasks with your email. You want to train the people that you communicate with not to expect instant answers to their messages. Now, I know that sounds maybe a bit like an oxymoron because we live in a society that really thrives on instant gratification, but let's face it, no small child will be harmed if an email gets responded to in a few hours versus in a few minutes. So schedule times during the day where you actually deal with your email. I recommend that you schedule 2 times, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. You could do 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. You could do 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Whatever works for you is fine, but you want to make sure that you only are in your email at these designated times. And outside of those time blocks, the email is closed. There are no notifications. You don't have a clue what's in your email because you're really focused on serving your clients and growing your business. Now, if you have an issue with trying to address the needs of your clients and you need to do this on a weekly basis, one thing you might consider doing is hosting open office hours when you're available via Skype or telephone or instant messaging to answer quick questions. And you can avoid having these interruptions coming to you throughout the day, whether it be from clients or from your team members. Also, make sure you stop answering the phone every time it rings. Set up your voicemail to delegate the call to someone else who can handle it for you, or at least let the voicemail pick up the message and you can respond to those inquiries and those calls at a specific time during the day. Now, another thing you want to do is prioritize your to-do list. Now, this may seem overly simplistic, but I want you to really think about the times during the day when you have the most energy, when you're the most alert, when you're the most focused. Those are the times that you want to allocate to the heavy projects that you have in front of you. Maybe you need to write copy for something you're selling. Maybe you need to work on a client project. Maybe you're developing a proposal for a prospect. So pay attention to when you are most alert and energized and use that time to your advantage to really plow through the more challenging tasks that you have in front of you, and save other times during the day when you kind of have a lull in your energy to work on tasks that don't require as much of your attention and your focus. When you work with your body's natural rhythm and chemistry, you'll find that you enjoy your work more, it's less stressful, and you actually get more done because you're really working at your peak capacity on the things that really are going to move your business forward. The last tip I have for you for today is to delegate. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we have this mindset that if it's hard and I do it all on my own, that's when I really earn the rewards. And that's actually not the case. Smart people actually ask for help. The humble and savvy thing to do is to say, hey, this is too much for me. Can you help me with this? So look for ways to delegate to other people. Consider hiring a virtual assistant. This is an excellent investment you can make in your business. Even if you have no budget to bring on a team member, see if you can bring on an intern, check with your local college or university and make an internship available to a student who's there. Because all of that time you're wasting returning phone calls and futzing around with your email newsletter because you can't quite get the settings right and responding to customer service inquiries, that time could really be spent landing your next big client. It could be spent taking great care of the clients you already have. It could be spent growing your business. So when you think about all of these different strategies, the contrast between how much time and opportunities being wasted with multitasking and some simple ways when you can tweak that, can you see how much money your multitasking is really costing you? It's hurting your productivity, it's causing you to be inefficient, and unfortunately it's also causing you to make more mistakes. Do yourself a favor and focus on one project at a time. You want to batch your tasks to help you stay focused. You want to prioritize and delegate to streamline your to-do list. And you want to become the productive and efficient person you want to be. You're going to be more confident, you're going to be more focused, you're going to be more profitable, and ultimately be more successful in your business. Now, if you're a person who tends to start projects and get distracted halfway through and you have a bunch of projects laying around that aren't finished, I want to invite you to work on it with me. And actually, I should rephrase that. I'm going to make myself available to help you finish your projects. I really want you to dig in this year and to develop some new habits and to work more efficiently than you have been. I want you to learn how to be focused, and I want you most importantly to finish what you start. So if you would like to work with me for a period of 6 weeks on one particular project and have me literally sitting next to you side by side at your desk and helping you answer questions, keeping you on track and holding you accountable so you can finish a major project for this year and really set a nice tone and build some momentum and develop some new habits, I want you to visit me at smartsimplemarketing.com/complete-it. So again, that's www.smartsimplemarketing.com/complete-it. And there you're going to find out about a brand new opportunity that I'm making available to you that I have never done before but have been wanting to do for years to really teach you how to get work done. I want to show you how I get more done in a day than most people can get done in a week. And I want to show you how you can adopt these principles and these habits and really enjoy more freedom and more success in your business. I look forward to seeing you there, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video. You'll want to be sure not to miss any future episodes of my trainings by subscribing to my feed on YouTube. You can simply visit my channel on YouTube and click the subscribe button to be notified each time a new episode is available. Each week, you'll enjoy learning proven strategies that I have personally implemented in my own business to attract more clients, increase my revenue, and automate my marketing. Again, this is Sydni Craig-Hart, and I invite you to visit me online at smartsimplemarketing.com. There you'll receive access to your free marketing tools and learn how you and I can work together to create the lifestyle-focused business of your dreams. I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.